Okay, it is September the 17th, Sunday evening, 1 hour after the weekly open. Let's go ahead and run through the market outlook and plans for the week ahead. So before I get into anything, I just wanted to have a quick conversation around staying optimistic. It's really easy to get tied up in the pessimism around the opportunities in the market. Just because the benchmarks don't always have opportunity doesn't mean that there is an opportunity elsewhere. The trading environment with shitcoins over the past several weeks has been absolutely plentiful. So for those of you that have stuck around and stayed focused, the opportunity's just, been there. And I think it's just a really tiresome topic that we see on social media all the time, almost regurgitated at this point, where a couple people start with the pessimistic remarks and other people just, say the same thing to try to sound smart. And I just find it really tiresome. The past couple weeks have been absolutely incredible if you've been active. I've had some of the best trading performance I've had in my career recently. The only thing that I can really compare this to would be the back in the bull market. There was pretty good opportunity back in July with the XRP settlement. That's something I can relate to this as well. But the way that these altcoins have been moving, if you're active and ready to go, it's been paying. So I just wanted to drop a quick note around it. Just, my trading experience has proven to me that staying optimistic always pays. And on top of it, I do find that optimism will make you a bit happier too, right? The pessimism is just quite tiresome. So enough of that. Let's go ahead and get into things. Let's start off with the news events. This week we have something that we need to worry about. On Wednesday, we have the FOMC. So I don't really care about what he says or anything. It's not really going to really affect me all that much in how I choose to trade. The only reason why I care about this is just because I do expect there to be a whipsaw. So this is going to be good for trading. If you don't want to trade altcoins and stuff, this is probably going to be your main day for trading Bitcoin. Apart from that, that's pretty much it. There's a couple other events this week, but again, I really don't care too much about any of the macro events. The only reason why I care about them at all is just because they normally produce good intraday vol. So yeah, that's pretty much it. FOMC on Wednesday, guys. So let's go ahead and get into Bitcoin. Let's start top to bottom. So there isn't really too much to update here. Just more or less just patiently waiting for the plan to either play out or get invalidated. So what we're working with right now is, bullish momentum has definitely continued to dwindle. So I do think that it's just a matter of time before we see lower prices. 25K is the macro support. So it's not like it's just going to give quickly, but it really does appear to be a matter of time before 25K gets lost. So more or less what I'm looking for, and we'll see this in a little bit more detail when we zoom into medium time frame. But as far as I'm concerned, for higher time frame, if price trade is willing to trade up more, I will probably look for swing shorts. If it wants to lose the 25K level, just nuke through it randomly this week, I'm probably not going to really participate in the short. I think that the expected value shorting into macro support is really low. So I'd rather just wait for it to either trade up and give me a better risk-defined trade, or just miss it completely. Frankly, the way the altcoins have been moving, I'm really not that concerned about missing the Bitcoin trade. So the TLDR, guys, on higher time frame is I think it's a matter of time before we see lower prices. And if I get a prime opportunity to take a swing short, I will. Otherwise, I'll probably just observe. So these are basically the core plans for medium time frame. So number one is going to be the kind of weak weak bounce. So if we trade up a little bit this week and take out these double top right here, take that out and trade up into supply. I have a lot of overlapping levels in the upper 26s, lower 27s. So this represents really strong resistance right here. If we do trade up there and I see it off of the back of an open interest squeeze, so if I see shorts getting blown out and see a large closeout of shorts, that would be a trigger for me to short up here for a swing. The obvious area to take it down to is back into this multi-week value down here, down towards the lows. If I think that we are going to continue momentum and actually break down from this value and lose the 25K level, first areas I'd be looking for would be the upper 23s and down into the mid 22s basically. So these are kind of the two kind of key areas I'd be looking to take profit on a swing short potentially. So that's one of the scenarios I'd be looking for. One of the other high probability scenarios is us just breaking down. We have like a multi-day value built up here. We'll look at that momentarily. If we start to break down from that and we re-accept into this multi-week value, it is pretty high probability that we just kind of continue to oscillate around there. That's been the name of the game recently. Bitcoin's definitely been in crab mode. Every attempt to break out is just getting mean reverted. So this does look like it doesn't have too much momentum to the upside. I could see it trade up higher, but I wouldn't really assign too high of a probability to that. So reaccepting into this value and crabbing it up is definitely a reasonable expectation for the week. So the final one to cover would be the upside play. I don't want to rule this out because it is definitely a possibility, but I would need some pretty strong triggers to want to bet on this myself. So basically, if this core resistance area, it looks like we're accepting above it. So if I was to see some sideways chop into the lower 27s, I could see us trade up towards the upper 28s. Basically, we have the quarterly VWAP, and then this is one of the most important macro composite lows right here, which conveniently overlaps with the. You can't really see it in this picture, but there's a massive high volume node up here as well. So yeah, basically the lower 29s, upper 28s is basically massive resistance, and is my invalidation for bearishness. So this is probably the key area for a short. If we do trade up here, this would represent the best area for a swing short to bet on us breaking the 25k level. So I would definitely be hunting that short if we did trade all the way up here. If we start to accept into the lower 29s and trade up from there, that would be invalidation, and I wouldn't be looking for shorts anymore. I probably would be pivoting to being spot long again, and potentially even be looking for breakout longs. But I really think that us getting through here is really low probability. The higher time frame bullish momentum has definitely died off this year, so I'm not too eager to bet on that. So that's pretty much it for medium time frame. For more information, check out the Paragon group with the link below, where I cover everything from how I trade to how you can develop your own style. Let's go ahead and move over to altcoins. So as far as altcoins are concerned, for higher time frame trades, I'm not really too interested in anything. I'm going to cover a couple just that I do have on my radar. So OP, I think, would represent a really good short opportunity if it wants to trade up higher, basically into its quarterly VWAP. So that's something I'm looking for. We're going to have very similar setups across a bunch of other coins. I'm only highlighting a couple of them, but essentially almost every shitcoin for the most part is going to have a very similar setup to this OP kind. Tron, I personally hate trading this one. I mean, if you just look at this is a daily chart, and if you look at it, this looks like it's a 1 minute chart on a shitcoin basically. So I hate trading Tron, but you can't ignore the fact that it has strong structuring. So that's pretty much it for my core watch list. Apart from that, my main focus this week is definitely going to be finding whatever high vol shitcoins there are. So last week it was TRB. The week before that it was Perp. The week before that it was like BLZ and Unify. I don't care at all what the ticker is. Whatever is the PvP perp for the week is the one that I'm going to trade, and I'm going to generally judge that by consistently high tick rate. Whatever has a high tick rate with consistency is where I'm going to go PvP. The opportunity with scalping these shitcoins has been absolutely just a gift. I'm super grateful for the opportunity that we've had recently. I've had some of my best trading performance in my entire career trading these things, so definitely grateful. So hoping that we can continue to play the PvP game on these perps. There's always a possibility that it's going to dry up eventually. You have to know that eventually the opportunity on this is going to dry up, and we're going to shift into a different market regime. But as long as it is present, I'm going to be trying to squeeze every drop out of it that I can. So that's pretty much it for the week, guys. Look at my checklist really quickly. Yeah, there's really nothing else to cover here. Again, whatever shitcoins are popping or where you want to go, don't be trying to be smart about it and try to pick which coin you think is going to be next. Just whatever coin is moving, just go trade it. It really is that simple. You don't want to try to be smart about this. Just be 60 IQ and play trend continuation on these things. So that's pretty much it, guys. Good luck out there, and I'll see you around. Cheers.